When Anthony Miller came out of Christian Brothers High School, he had this many stars by his name. Tonight, Anthony Miller is a second-round NFL draft pick. Tigers football is seeing spring practice this year at a new angle with the help of GoPros and virtual reality. Moving day at the FedEx St. Jude Classic, and it's a whole lot easier to move into contention with an ace. It's just math. Former Memphis Tiger Markel Crawford speaking with us exclusively tonight after signing a training camp contract with the Memphis Grizzlies. Markel, you are a Memphis kid. What's it like to have this opportunity with your hometown team?
It means a lot to me.
They win over Houston tonight, and Memphis is right there in the driver's seat of the Americans West Division. That could put them on a path towards the conference championship game. That could put them on a path towards a New Year's Six Bowl, but pump those brakes. Raise your hand if you too have said the words, "I'm tired," and want to go home. At least once, maybe once. Game 3 was all about not getting rooked, serving up some serious data of their own. But it was also a reminder that the Spurs, they're human. It's your performance on this field right here that led you to getting your walk-on opportunity at Memphis. What advice do you have to the kids out here today who may not have those offers they want yet?
Just to take advantage of the experience.
Coach Mason's he's got some swag.
Yeah,
he definitely has some swag. Is there any moment in the recruiting process that you kind of think back on and you're like, oh, that's the moment that I knew this is where I wanted to go?
I've been able to come to Vanderbilt about 3 or 4 times.
I feel like I've been such a Debbie Downer the last 3 days. Tigers lost, Rebels lost,
right, we need something.
Bulldogs, Balls, Titans, Cowboys, Grizzlies. Promise it's a little better. He's succeeding at that. We're succeeding at eating this Sonic Blast.
Yeah. I got the Snickers.
Sonic.
Did you get the Snickers?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Cool. See you after the break. It's week 1 of the college football season, which is the perfect time for flaming hot takes. Memphis played Mercer, an FCS opponent, but I pretty much decided the Tigers are going 14-0 and averaging 60 points this season. Why not? Just go with it. Tigers already up 7-0 early in the first, and going into this game, everybody was like, Brady White, who are you? How are you? He's like, I'm good. It's DeMonte Coxie, and the Tigers go up 14-0. Defense would also like some credit, and the guy to do it, TJ Carter. This is going to be a pick 6, his first touchdown as a Memphis Tiger. Puts Memphis up 21-0 in a jiffy. Up 28-0 in the second. White to Patrick Taylor Jr. off the screen. A grown man touchdown run coming right up. Hug that sideline like you love it. 75 yards. Longest play of his career. Between Taylor and Darrell Henderson, we knew the Tigers' running back core this season was scary good. They lived up to the hype tonight. Henderson, 62-yard house call, and it's going to be 42-0. Now remember, this is all in the first half. And we're going to go back to Brady White because this cat, Memphis debut, first half, he threw 5 touchdown passes. 5 of them. Tigers scored 56 points in the first half. They go on to win 66-14. JV Jam of the day, we go back to the Tigers, and we found out tonight that along with their turnover belt this year, yeah, they have a turnover road. Ric Flair style. Shout out to Carrie Rudy for designing this, or more appropriately, we'll give Carrie Rudy a woo! Last year, the Collierville football team's season ended with a loss to Whitehaven in the first round of the playoffs. In that game, they had to play without one of their most valuable team members. But he's back this year, and for the Dragons, that means everything.
They made it easy. Watch, they might be stunting right there. Oh,
we got moxie. We got it. Everybody on our team, we with it. We have a lot of young people, but they're very determined. They're ready to work. And having our coach back, that's the big thing.
Back. Let's go. Let's go.
Mike O'Neill, back for his 6th season as head coach of the Collierville Dragons.
Good effort right there.
Coach O'Neill wasn't there when his team lost to Whitehaven in the first round of the playoffs last year. Stage 4 throat cancer forced him to step away from his team at the end of the regular season.
I told the players, I said, look, I'm going to get back.
He headed to MD Anderson in Houston for treatment.
Now I felt like the player. You know, my doctors were the coaches.
4 months, 11 rounds of chemo, 33 rounds of radiation.
They told me that I was going to get second-degree burns on my neck, which I did. My entire neck was, it peeled off.
But back home, he was constantly reminded that Dragons don't back down.
I don't do Facebook, my wife does, and I just said, I'm not backing down. It's like Tom Petty, and all of a sudden it's on her Facebook, and That's how that started.
It was on shirts, on banners, on garage doors.
Just the random acts of kindness were just incredible, and I can't thank everybody enough.
And in June, O'Neal got the news.
They announced that I was officially cancer-free, so it was a happy day.
The Dragons got their coach back.
When he was gone, it was just a big part of us that was missing.
It made us understand the word family and the sense of football. I think that's really what we are. Carnival football is a family.
Just as his team lifted him up through his battle, O'Neal's once again prepared to lift his team up through theirs.
We're telling our kids, look, you know, you might be across a guy that's, you know, a foot taller and 100 pounds more. Don't back down. You're going to lose some battles. You're going to win some battles. And hopefully throughout the course of the game, you're going to win more than you lose.
At just 15 years old, the only kind of car Rachel Heck can drive is this one. But it's her driving on the course, among many other things, that has Heck ranked as one of the top 10 junior girls golfers in the country. That drive went about 270 yards.
If we can just get 2 or 3 or 4 more miles an hour out of her, and she could be possibly one of the longest players out there.
For Rachel Heck, golf is life.
I would try to keep it somewhat balanced, like friends, faith, family, golf, but I'd say golf takes up a lot of it.
Just a freshman at St. Agnes, she's already won a state championship. She posted a state record 10 under par in the 2-day tournament. She's also already committed to play college golf at Stanford.
It's just a student athlete's dream.
Such an early commitment,
That never happens.
some would discourage it.
I feel like it was a godsend for us because it got that out of the way, and Rachel's dreams are already so much bigger than just playing college golf.
To verbally commit, she had to take the PSATs and ACTs early.
Kind of stressful being in there with juniors and older people, so I was really nervous.
It obviously worked out. Heck leads her class with a 4.6 GPA. She's on the course every day, but she's rarely alone. 3 sisters, all golfers. The oldest, Abby, also a state champion, will play at Notre Dame next year.
Growing up, she was always my little sister who's right there with me, and so I was trying to beat her, but since the start, really, it's been easy to tell she's something special.
The youngest, Anna, is in 6th grade. Their parents, a constant support system, who got the girls into the game early.
Ice cream was always the motivation. If we won our game, we got to go get ice cream. I think the goal kind of changed from ice cream over the years to actually playing well.
For Rachel, that next goal is trying to qualify for the U.S. Women's Open and the U.S. Women's Amateur.
And I just hope everything with that works out well. I just love golf and hope I can play it the rest of my life.
It's that drive that has Heck shaping up to be something special. From Stone Creek, Jessica Benson with Golf in the Mid-South.